It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Friday morning, afternoon, whatever it is.
Fitness Friday.
Fitness Friday. We have Coach in the house, and he brought his son. I want to welcome all our friends in South Florida. Yes, I have an octopus in front of me. All our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York, and Chicago, thank you for following and watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. I also want to announce that the radio station, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, has now a new tag name. It is called South Florida Talk.
Really? Is that real, or did you make that up?
It's real. I can't, FCC won't allow me to.
Yeah, but you make things up sometimes, so we're not.
I don't make,
Freddie says sometimes.
Stop wiggling your head. Listen, the bottom line is that we had a little conversation. I made up a name one time.
I remember that.
Are we jiggling? I made up a name one time called The Talk.
I know.
At the radio station when we were at a different place. And they got on my case for doing it. But it was so popular that they came out now with South Florida Talk.
That's why I asked if you made it up or not. Very nice. South Florida Talk. WNN 95.3, 1470 AM. Nice, Freddie.
I don't make things up. What are you telling people that? What's the matter with you?
There, you know, it's that element of truth. I want to say, but they're going to write to me. There's that New York thing in it. You know why I say that? Because my parents do the same thing. And there's always the truth in there. You just have to find the fluff around it to find the truth out of it. And then we go. Happy Fitness Friday, everyone. You know, it's going to be 6 men and Dawn today. So I'm going to feel a little bit like you do, where you're a little outnumbered. Because we don't have our 1 o'clock hour here yet.
6.
So it's a lot of men.
It's going to be more than 6.
And me. We're going to see what it's like to feel like Freddie on the other side.
You got 6 already.
You normally have 6 women in you. We're going to flip the script a little bit today and see what it's like going on here at the cafe.
And usually it doesn't work out that way, but we'll see. We will see. Everything's good.
Tonight is Art Walk right here at the heart of Delray Gallery. From 6 until 9 p.m., we're going to be right here at 1440 North Federal Highway. That's in Delray Beach. Come on down, an open event. There'll be Prosecco, I don't know if there's light bites or not. You'll meet the artists, have some fun. It's always great for networking and mingling. We're going to be inside Studio A from 5 o'clock until 8 o'clock doing some shows. We have a new show starting called the Mindset Momentum Show, which will be amazing with Jay and Janine. So come on down and check that out. 6 to 6:30, we're getting the V-Card.
The V-Card show.
The V-Card, which is your marketing digital business card, right in the palm of your hands on your phone. And at 6:30 to 7, we've got Hallie Elise right here. So stay tuned. And then we're doing the Art Walk show from the heart of Delray. They'll be on from 7 to 8. Lots of things going on. A full day for us.
Yes. And you know something? If you come down, we'll get you a cup of coffee, a glass of wine. I think he's giving out wine tonight, yes?
He's giving out the Prosecco.
Do you know how I got David DePino to come? And he's going to actually be doing an article for the newspaper.
How?
I offered him a couple of glasses of wine. I bribed
wine
him.
or coffee. So come on down, join our fun. Our studio doors are always open inside Studio A at the heart of Delray Gallery. But tonight we are here until 9 o'clock. So we are here for a long day, but a good day. Fitness Friday. Back in full force after the New Year's. No better timing than to kick it up a notch, do some fitness. And of course, again, our favorite fitness athlete is going to be you.
Why?
Why? Because...
Me?
Yeah, because Coach Gear's book, Coach Toe, is in the house, and he wants to work you out.
I know, but I got bad toes, Coach. You know how they say, Coach, put me in the game? I go, Coach, don't put me in the game.
It's all about repetition, though. You know what I mean? You just got to keep doing it and put the time and effort into it. And Rome wasn't built in a day. There's New Year's resolutions you got to make, and you got to follow those to get there. You know?
Now, the last time that you were here, a lot of people wrote into us because, you know, the way it works is people, they hear the show where they're doing something, and then they come away, and they didn't get where your meeting place is and what times and where. So we're going to hash that out again so that people know.
Well, my meeting place is Spanish River Athletic Complex, which is right next to Don Estridge Middle School and right across from the library on Spanish River Boulevard. So it's right there. I don't use the field. I go all the way by the lake right there. You go straight back where the work trucks are, and I'm set up there, and I start at 6 and I end at 7. I won't be there this Monday coming up because I'm going to the National Coaches Convention with my buddy Dave Montiel that I've worked camps all over the country with, one of my best friends. We're going to San Antonio, Texas, starting tomorrow for 3 days to the National Coaches Convention, and it is unbelievable. If you love football, you love sports, you love speed training, it's like Jerry's world going there, like Jerry Jones, and going into that, it's a football heaven. So I'm looking forward to going to attend that and get better as a coach and learning the new techniques, how to train kids and get to the next level.
Well, as part of coaching more than the physical technique, because if you're doing speaking as well, right, a lot of it's the motivation.
It's got to be very, very motivated. If you come out dead, then the kid's going to come out dead. If you come out fired up and motivated, they're going to come out fired up. That's just what my teaching. When I walk through those doors every single day and I get ready to teach, my brother worked at IBM and he was a coach at Boca High, but he worked at IBM. He said, every time I go through those doors, it's all business. And when I go through those doors, it's all business with the kids. I'm there to cheat the kids. I'm not there to be on the phone. My job is to give those kids the services and do not cheat them.
Well, let me ask you, Boca High, where you coach, right?
Yes, sir.
That's a huge school. I mean, huge, right? There's a lot of kids that go there.
Huge, humongous. One of the biggest schools, actually, in Palm Beach County.
Peyton, how many kids are at Boca High, do you know?
3,600.
3,600?
That's tremendous. Now, when you have that many, do a lot of kids come out to play football at the school?
Yeah, you get a pretty good turnout.
You do. So you sort of have to do cut downs and, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, you gotta cut kids. I mean, the 2 years I was there at Boca, obviously as the head coach, you know, you had to let kids go. I had a freshman team. I had 40 kids on freshman, 40 on JV, and 40 on varsity. So you wanted 120 kids, excuse me, in the program. But the main thing is you want all those kids to get the reps. You want them to get better. You know what I mean? Very, very important.
So you carry 120 kids on the team?
Yeah, when I was there. I had
120 Do you know how many they carry now?
I don't think somewhere in that range. But the one thing that I'll hold my hat on actually is, you know, when I was there, the freshman team went undefeated first time in school's history. The JV team went undefeated first time in school's history, and the varsity we ranked 11th in the state. Right. In the 2 years I was there. So, and the main thing is academics. It's not about athletics and on the field. But when I took the program over, it was 1.8 GPA. When I took over the program, it was a 2.9 with 120 kids in the program.
That's what they were averaging.
Almost to be average.
Okay.
Be average. So that's what it's about in the academics, because these recruiters, when they come in, they want to see these academics are right. If you don't got the right transcripts, they're going to walk out the door.
But my question here is, and again, alluding to the kids come out to play, you got the numbers. And then you get to look at the background, right? Because until they come out to play, you're not going to know who wants to play and who doesn't want to play. And do you do something for the kids that don't make the squad? There's a reason I'm asking you this. Because a lot of kids come out, they don't make the squad for different reasons. Sometimes physical, sometimes grades, sometimes a combination of both. Do you have something that you do with those kids that are let loose? Do you put them in a program, exercise program, maybe the thing that you do to get them better?
Well, now that I'm not coaching football anymore, that's why I do this speed training thing. But I never advertise it at my school. I don't really want kids at my school because that's a conflict of interest. When you advertise what you do at school, you don't want to do that.
So you don't bring the kids into your program from the school?
No, you don't want to do that. I mean, if they show up, but you don't use that as a statute to say, okay, then I'm going to promote my day. That's not the right thing to do.
What is the speech training that you're working with?
Well, it's Coach Toe's boot camp. I started doing it about 5 years ago. 2 parents approached me and said, my son really likes the way that you coach him. I want to get my son in great shape. Would you mind training my son? I said, no problem. I'll train your son. So 2 kids showed up. And then next thing you know, it just started growing. People started
the
talking.
speed training.
The speed training. So I do it outside of Boca High School. So it has no affiliation with Boca High School. Everything I do at the boot camp is just for the kids that, you know, are outside. I train everyone from, you know, there's kids that are 5 years old to kids that are seniors in high school.
You know, so much of what you do, I know you do the coaching, the physical side, and the speed training and the dexterity, right? But so much of it is the motivation. It reminds me of the show that's starting tonight, because the gentleman that's starting the show he was in 8 comas in 8 years. And the last coma, when he woke, they said, you've got 6 months left to live. And he said his motivation was he wanted 6-pack abs. That's what woke him up. And then this whole transformation started. But it's about the motivation of what gets him to the gym every day at 4:45. It's that mindset to keep going. There's so much more than just the physical aspect, right? It's the mindset. It's the training.
It's discipline. I mean, the second I get out of bed every morning, I tell my kids this, I try to do 25 to 50 push-ups. By the time I walk out the door, I want to do 100 push-ups. And you want to set the example. My son sees me do it all the time. I'm not going to sit there and watch TV. I'm going to do abs. I'm going to do push-ups. It's all about being active, and it's all about circulating. You got to keep your blood circulating. You got to keep, because if we don't circulate, we just sit down, we're not going to be on this earth for a long time.
You could try that.
So it's so important.
How about you get up every day and you do what?
Get a cup of coffee.
And you sit down.
No, you know, yes, listen, when I was a little bit younger, I used to get up and I used to try to do 200 push-ups a day.
Really?
Well, this was when I was pitching in high school.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I had a coach that was involved with the Los Angeles Dodgers. And he said to me, you're never going to play for the Dodgers. I mean, he was straight up brutal. He says, you're not good enough. You're just not. But you can still have fun in the game. And I played it for 21 years. He was right. But I used to get up and I used to do exercise and I used to run. And they used to do that thing for the calves, you know, where you sort of walk around for 15 minutes up on your calves.
You could be me and put on a pair of high heels.
But I used to do all that. What ends up happening is as you get older in life, different things take place. But the motivation behind doing it is what he's driving home, which is fantastic.
It's the discipline, right?
That's right. Therein lies the difference. You know, maybe I try to get up and do a couple of push-ups in the morning. We'll see what happens.
And you've got Peyton with you, your son.
Yes,
Peyton, you're
ma'am.
15.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're a freshman at Boca High. And tell us about your dad's boot camp. When did you start working with Dad?
3 years ago. No, 4 years ago in 5th grade, actually. I started to go every
Really?
Monday.
5th grade?
Wednesday. Yeah.
And what did you start with?
I started with doing just his speed training. I didn't work out in the gym. I just worked with speed training, and then now I'm in his class, actually, at Boca High with his weightlifting.
What is speed training? What does it entail?
We do, like, ladders. We do...
Ladders on the ground,
hurdles.
right? It's
Yeah, ladders. We move our feet, chop our feet. Sometimes we have to do push-ups, but it does really get you faster. It got me way faster than I really was before.
And how does it help you with school?
It doesn't really help me with academics, I guess you could say, but it would help me, like, running, like, especially, like, mile time, especially with sprints.
Do you think
What grade are you in?
9th grade.
You think the discipline, though,
Yeah,
helps you with school and knowing? I mean, nothing, but you know you've got to be at speed training at this time of the day.
Yeah.
You have this much homework. You have to really budget your time. It's the discipline. It's the lifestyle.
Yeah.
When you
So,
get a little bit
yes, sir.
older, you're actually going to sit back and say, you know, I remember that I said this on the show, but you're going to notice how being physically getting in shape is going to help you mentally with school. It's actually going to help your grades.
Because it gives you mental clarity.
It does, and it disciplines you into knowing that you got to pull them grades to be able to play. Do you like to play football?
Yes, very much.
Yes,
Now-
sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let me, well, there's a military background there. Now listen, I wanted to ask, because there are a lot of home moms and a lot of people that I speak to and I sort of get into an argument with, because a lot of people don't like the contact and they don't want the boys playing, or girls,
that.
because the game has changed and girls play on the team as well, with the helmet and the contact and everything else. Now, Freddie played since you were 6, 7, you played tackle?
Tackle 7.
7, all the way to college.
Yeah.
And Freddie had some concussions that I don't remember him having, but apparently he does. And some of them I wasn't there for, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not brain dead, and I mean physically, physically you're still in one piece, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, there are times where, you know, that does affect you. So I think the game has changed to the point where, you know, they're teaching you to tackle differently. I also played rugby in college, which
is even more crazy.
It is, but there's more technique to it because you're not leading with your head. You're not trying to physically hurt your face. So you kind of tackle to the side, which that's what tackle is. You know, so they're changing the game. The rules are changing. You know, my son, I have an 8-month-old.
Are you going to let him play?
Only if he's a quarterback or a kicker.
You see, and we're back to that again.
Because I played defense in college, and you know, I wasn't a starter, so I got to play a lot of I guess offensive schemes, and they beat you up. So it's for someone to play football now, I would say you have to either be a quarterback, kicker, because the tackling is there's still contact. You know?
But what you're doing now is the weight training and the boot camp.
Which gets you ready for
right,
that
which
stuff.
gets you ready. So before we come back, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We're going to come back more with our Fitness Friday. We've got Coach Toe. I know, it's such a funny name. I think we need to get you like a foot as like a branding piece. You know, one of those rubber feet or something with the big toe.
I got my shirt. My son's got my shirt.
I'm thinking like, you know how Fred Flintstone always like stubbed his toe and was like Coach Toe.
Do you remember when he used to call Fred Flintstones in his football days?
What?
Twinkle Toes. It's a true story.
Listen, I'm always about branding something here. So there's something like with Coach Toe. It's like the Fred Flintstone toe. Anyway, more with boot camp for kids, dexterity, speed training, and mental clarity. So stay tuned for Fitness Friday, and we will be right back.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. You know, I get so tired of saying,
Welcome.
why didn't you do it?
Because that's your trademark. That's your brand.
I have a trademark. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. I'm your host, Freddie Santori.
And I'm Dawn Graubert. We're located at 1440 North Federal Highway at the beautiful heart of Delray Gallery. Come on in, we're at Studio A, straight back through the front doors. The Brooklyn Cafe is a show and a platform, as I say, to give women their voice to be heard, because no woman should ever feel she has nothing to say.
Every day is another adventure. It's like reading a book. Every time you open it, the pages all change, and you get to come and explore different things with different people. I have fun with the interns. I have fun with the producers. I have fun with the executive producers, the sponsors. I learn something new almost every day, but we do it under an environment that's fun. It's giving, we give back.
We promote local restaurants, small business, localpreneurs, women in business.
We give people a voice that don't have from somebody who has a small business. We give them an opportunity to come in here and shine and show what they can do. Sometimes it isn't the one individual doing a deal. Sometimes it is a combination of how that person fits into a larger scale, and it does really, really well.
The people we meet, the shows and the stories that come across our table, and how everything always magically works together. You never know how the shows are going to come together, because I book guests, and Freddie books guests, and our producers book guests, and they all come forward, and somehow magically in this amazing place, it comes together.
I come to work, I don't know who's on the set. I sit down and I speak to people that I've never met before. I don't know who's who, I don't know names, but I come to work every day, I have fun.
Here every day from 12 to 2, you can find us on air, always live streaming all over social media, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and as always, give us a call, 888-565-1470.
And if not, you can check us out in Atlanta, New York, and Boston cable TV. We're all over the place.
All over the place.
You know, we're going to Vegas.
We're going to Vegas, baby.
Go to California.
And all you say is...
Welcome. The Brooklyn Cafe is at...
Skolovecchia.
Best pizza in Florida, I'm going to tell you. Are you getting me doing the cornicione?
Skolovecchia has been on Atlantic Avenue for 8 years.
Oh, pizza ball. LeBron James.
We make homemade Neapolitan pizza, which is just like you're walking the streets of Naples, Italy. We make our own homemade mozzarella cheese. Our pizza is the thin crust pizza.
I love it.
cheesy American.
It's not processed.
There's nothing processed. It's just delicious. Cheers, guys.
Well, your pizza's really good.
Thanks.
I hate you.
I'm telling you, it is the best pizza. And ladies, if you're counting carbs, only 12 carbs in an entire pizza. The whole thing. Come visit Scolavecchia. Check it out. 522 East Atlantic Boulevard. Right in Delray Beach.
We gotta try it.
We're gonna eat. You ready? Dig in.
And we're back.
You know, sometimes Facebook is so funky that I can't find the videos on some people's phones to share it out. But I can tell you that Facebook did change their logarithm. So if you used to get the notifications for our page and you do not anymore, go back in and re-like our page, because we cannot invite you to like it again once you've already liked it. But somehow, even my dad had to re-like the page. So
It's ridiculous.
they've
Not only
changed
I'm in
everything.
jail, so I can't even communicate.
So forget caring is sharing, because you can't even share.
But caring is sharing, and if you're watching today's show, please care it out. And if you want to comment in, we're going to talk to you live on the air. If you got questions for Coach,
Give us a call, 888-994-4995. And we are working on our word of the day, because we're talking in 2019. It's not all about Christmas. It's about finding inner peace, joy, whatever it means to you. Yesterday's word was, Mara, what was our word yesterday? Inspiring. Mara, our word yesterday was inspire?
Yes.
So our word today is, let us know. What word today brings inner peace and happiness? We did have a lot. Mara's been doing great on Instagram.
You have Instagram comments?
You can
What do you got?
create, love. We got to hit our mic.
Oh, they're giving you words?
Yes.
Yeah, but we still need the canvas.
I have to go out and get the canvas, and we're going to paint that.
We're in an art studio. I can't get a canvas.
You know,
Are
I
you
asked.
serious?
I even said, "Can we buy a canvas from you?" You know what they said to me? Well, you can go to the store and get one. I thought, I'll pay you right now.
You got to be kidding me.
I know. We got to talk to Michelle.
I'm going to talk to Dan.
Dan,
Dan's gotta
you know
have
what?
a
Dan might
canvas.
even have a canvas for us.
Yeah, because tonight is the art walk here at the beautiful art gallery of Delray. 1440 North Federal. Come on down and check it out. And you too can find me a canvas.
So tell us what your word of the day is. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitch now actually too, as well as Instagram at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We're here on Fitness Friday with Freddie and Friends. It's a fun-filled Friday with Freddie and Friends.
She just likes the F word. That didn't sound right. Wait a minute.
Or that too. But join our conversation. We're talking about Kids Boot Camp and the benefits of, what's it called? What's the boot camp called, Peyton?
Coach Toes Boot Camp.
Coach Toes Boot Camp. Benefits of Coach Toes Boot Camp. We wanted to go over what is involved in the boot camp. Can anyone participate, or do you have to have a certain level of dexterity to even join?
Anybody can participate. You just got. I had a kid that came out the other day. His mom approached me and said he was autistic.
We're frozen.
And says, I really want you to work with my son. I heard some good things about you, and I work with him. He did great things. You treat every kid the same way, whether you're a boy or girl. Just get them out there and let them know that you care about them. Show them some structure and discipline. Go over the fundamentals, and the kid did a great job. So he just got out there. And his mom wants to keep coming and promoting and bringing people, and that's what it's all about.
And how does that work as far as your different levels, right? You've got a child who's got autism, and then you've got your kids like Peyton, or those kids that are really on football and they're on a track. How do you work with them individually?
You know, you got to set the example with the older kids, you know, watching them do it, and then basically they can just kind of fill in on watching. Watch how John Young does it. John does a great job doing it. John's a college kid now, he's a baseball player, and you watch the older kids form, how they do it. Kids have been working with me a long time, muscle memory, and once you see them do it, the younger kids, I go, I'm going to do it. So you really got to break it down to a simplest form, but you want guys that are veterans there before to break it down and go over the fundamentals and the details, and once you do that, it's all going to come full circle. You just got to put the time and the effort into it.
And when someone starts, oh my goodness, look who's here. Here's your next football star.
Look, he saw
Mara,
his father.
come on out.
He saw his father. He's laughing.
You have to see the baby.
Mara, you wanted to see the baby. Baby's here.
It's all about discipline and what you start. When the kids come to you, is there a motivational talk you give them first? How does it start with?
Well, basically, I just tell them in the beginning, we're here to work for an hour. We're going to show up for an hour. We're going to start at 6. We're going to end at 7. There's going to be structure. There's going to be discipline. There's going to be hard work.
You start at what time?
6 p.m.
6
Oh, I thought it was
at
6
night.
a.m.
After school.
Between 6 to 7 every Monday and Wednesday.
Okay.
Is when I do it. But I will not be there. I'll be there on Wednesday this coming week coming up, but I won't be there on Monday. Like I said, I'll be at the National Coaches Convention. But every Monday and Wednesday, I will be there.
And do you have a phone number if people want to call you for more information?
Yes, my email is coachtoe19@yahoo.com. And my phone number is 561-445-2263. And I also have a website, coachtoesbootcamp@yahoo.com. I have a couple kids that have talked about the boot camp and what they've learned and what they've got out of it and what have you.
And people were texting in the last time, how much does it cost? Can anybody join? What are the ages?
Anybody can join. I charge $15 a session. So each kid, so if you bring 2 kids, it's going to be $15.
They're asking me if there's
wait, it's not 15 per child? You
15
can bring,
per child, yes. So
Yeah.
if you bring 2 kids, it's going to be
30. Okay.
So I had someone bring the other day, 2 kids, and that was $30. But you get what you pay for. I guarantee I will get you faster. I will go over the fundamentals. I'll go over the details. And every kid that I've worked with, I know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not being arrogant, I'm not being cocky, but I'm very good at what I do.
When you're good at something, you should say, listen, I'm good at it. Susan, hello. Susan Werlein is on the...
And you've been in this community a long time, and you work with boys and girls.
Boys and girls. There's no, I got girls that were volleyball players. I got girls that are softball players. So I've worked with all different ages. And it's word of mouth. So it's not just working with boys, it's working with kids. As long as they just started playing a sport and they're playing saber soccer or they're playing, East Boca tackle football, which I do that. I train all those kids before we get started for a week. I get those kids and go over the fundamentals, the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. You just really want to go over the fundamentals with them and teach them how to do it right.
What are fundamentals? I know it sounds so silly, but what are some of the fundamentals you're teaching?
Well, the main thing that I'm trying to work on is your flexibility. I'm working on plyometric, which is explosion, working on being more explosive. Plyometrics is the most important thing because football and any sport is all about explosion. Teach the kids how to run with your elbows in at 90. You can't see me right now, but everything's got to be 90. A lot of kids run out here. No one teaches them how to run. You got to get your knees up and be an athlete. And that's the main thing that I'm a stickler for. I see a lot of guys run and they have no form. Nobody's taught them how to run. And I've been doing this for 25, 30 years, and I know exactly what entails of making kids get more explosive and faster.
So it's about the arms. What about, don't laugh at me because you're going to laugh because I'm already laughing at what I'm going to say right now in my head. What about your feet? Right? Because when I run on the treadmill, my husband teases me like nothing you've ever seen. Who runs like that? How do you do that? What do you do with your feet?
Well, you just got to move your feet, and you got to keep your elbows in. You got to move your arms at the same time, so everything's at 90. You got to synchronize everything with your arms and feet. You're moving your arms, you're moving your feet at the same time.
That's the thing. Her arms from one way, and it's
you got to come to one of my boot camps, and I'll get you right. You know what I mean?
Can adults come? Can I come?
You dang right. You can come. You and Freddie, anytime. The door's always open.
He's got a mouse in his pocket with the wee-wee. Okay.
Wee-wee.
It's funny. When we used to coach, I learned from Mark about you got to run sitting. And I never understood what the hell is he talking about.
What do you mean run sitting?
He used to diagram it that you have to sort of run in a certain pattern in order to go longer. You remember this? He used to say sit. And I used to look at him and say, what the hell is he talking about? But there's a right way
sneakers.
And a wrong way of running. What?
Getting ready for silver sneakers?
What's that? What's a silver sneaker?
When you're on Humana Medicare, I'll let you know. You're getting you in shape first.
You see, you know it better than I, because I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Valerie knows it, though.
Valerie, you know what it is? How old are you, 90? What the hell's the matter with you? Silver sneakers. Really
I'm going to go Monday night at 6 o'clock.
What, to silver sneakers?
No, to boot camp.
You should. No, but you love doing all this stuff. But I've seen you also. We've gone to different places.
I'm sorry. And Bobby's coming at 1 o'clock.
You do the white woman dance. I love it. It's so funny.
I'm just not very coordinated, but you can help with all of that, right?
I'll get you right. The thing is, if you're not coaching it, you're allowing it to happen. If you're not coaching the fundamentals and details, then you're allowing it to happen. That's what I learned from Mike Leach. Mike Leach is a coach at Texas Tech, and you got to coach. You can't get away with not having structure and discipline. And that's the main thing, guys. With me, I'm all about structure, discipline, details, fundamentals, attitude, respect, and effort.
And it has to carry on. I'm sure once these kids go home, right, it's respect in the house. It's respecting. It's helping with the dishes. It's taking out the garbage. It's the discipline. He's so out. Just go play with the baby.
I'm watching him drive, and he drives like his father.
It's the discipline of everything in your house, right? Respecting your mom. For you is big, right? Respect women. That's huge. Yes, and I think it's got to help with the bullying, right? You said you had a young girl come, and she lost both her parents.
Yes, I don't want to say her name, but she is one of my favorites. And the last day of school for her, she's a senior, she's had me for 3 years. It's going to be tough. Marianne looks at me like her father, and I look her, like, my daughter. I don't have a daughter, but she is just phenomenal. Just the work ethic and the drive and motivation that girl has, and all the obstacles she's come over in her life is unbelievable. One thing I'll share is it's been a year since her dad passed, and that we went to the graveyard where it was, and the group home that she lives in now, it's so sad. She's got a great boyfriend. He's in my class, as a matter of fact. And when we ended up going over there, we went to Cheesecake Factory, and she took everybody out, and it was just awesome to see that. And she's like, Coach, I'm going to miss you. I said, Marianne, I'm going to miss you too. And it's all about affecting kids' lives. And to see what Marianne has turned into now, she's going to be a CEO of a company, a businesswoman. But she is so focused on fitness. I got this one girl in my class. She wasn't very driven. I said, go under Marianne's wing. And now she's like a machine. So now she can, when Marianne graduates, hopefully this girl that's taking my class can really stride and take someone else under their wing. That's what it's all about. I got a girl, Stacy, in one of my classes, second period. She's got these 2 little freshmen that are in the weight training. They look up to her, and now Stacy's going to be leaving as a senior, and somebody else is going to be coming to, teach these young girls.
What's Marianne doing next year?
Marianne is going to FAU. She's going to be a student in FAU, and she's going to keep working out, and she's rock solid. And she also teaches Taekwondo. So she's giving back and helping out little kids. So,
well, if she would like, I'd love to bring her in, and I want to call her segment Marianne's Wing.
She'd love to come in. Maybe one Friday we don't have school, we'll get her over
Because
here.
you know why? If she's going to be local, right, she's going to still be with you.
Yes.
She's close. And all the other kids that she can impact with her story. And I love, you coined it, right, Marianne's Wing. Why not? It's like, I tell you all the time, every time you ring that bell, another angel gets their wings, right? And she's been blessed by the angels.
Very true.
Right?
Very true.
And she's working with you, and she has the story and the journey and come out on the positive side of a bad situation to inspire others. So let's continue to inspire her and give her a platform to bring others under her wing and do what she does, right?
She would definitely.
Pay it forward.
Yeah, she would definitely come on here and do that.
She's
cool. Great.
It should be great.
Now, Michelle's come on from the Heart of Delray Art Gallery. Yes, Michelle, we've announced it a few times about tonight's event. Come on down. And, I don't know if Coach is even going to be here tonight, and you can meet with him one-on-one if he's available. If not, we'll give out the information. But there is going to be a new show starting tonight at 5 that talks about mental clarity, right?
Mindset Momentum Show.
And it's going to be dynamite, but we want to bring you more of this. We're going to ask Coach in the future to come with us on the road. We want to do things. We want to do the show in different places and invite kids to come down with their parents so that you can talk to them. I remember when I was coaching, I used to get a lot of slack on my rhythm on how I do things. Again, the discipline, old school. You got to get them physically to buy into the program before you attack the mental aspect, and then all that flows. So come on down. If Coach is even available, we'll give out the information. If he's not, you can come down and have a one-on-one. You can talk to him, get your kids involved in this program.
Hey, Dylan, you want to do this program with Coach Toe?
Yeah, sure.
When Dylan started working with us, Freddie had him. Do you remember you had Dylan doing?
Yes.
Tell everyone.
It's funny because Freddie's not here, but there was an exercise.
Yes, he is. He's over there.
Remember the exercise when we used to do the box on the floor? I don't know. It's going back a ways. His balance. I wanted Dylan to work on balance because when you have cameras and everything else here, balance is important. Otherwise, you trip over a balance and you take out $10,000 camera. So what I taught him was to do a box, to go forward, sideways, left, and right. And I said, I want you to wake up every morning and do this. That's all I want you to do. And you keep doing it, and your muscle memory will take effect, and then you're going to start doing it faster. And it will improve your coordination. That's what I asked him to do.
So I'm thinking of, because Peyton talked about the ladder,
Yes, that's exactly where I got that idea.
which would be kind of cool. Dylan, you want to go?
Yes.
That'd be fun.
Don't sound so enthused.
Yes.
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 No. Yes. Dylan's on the board today.
And Freddie, one thing, it's so very important. You do the ladders, and the one thing that the kids love the most, especially the young kids, is I time them. we got these parachutes. I got all this Spark speed training stuff from Nike stuff. They love to do these parachutes, and they love their time, and they love to compete.
What do you do with the parachutes? I just remember the parachutes for Mommy and me. Right now you're there, and you put the ball on, you go up and down, the ball bounces. What do you do with the parachutes for the kids?
Well, they just put them on their waist,
and they run.
And then I have a cone from one end to the other. Kids, younger kids kind of want to sway from one way to the other. But what I try to emphasize, like I say, is everything at 90, getting your knees up, you go from one cone to another. If I find a focal point and I run straight, then we're going to get exactly where we need to be. But if I sway to my right, to my left, I'm not going to have a very good time. These little kids, it's funny, they'll get here, then they'll get here, then they'll go back where the cone is. But you got to teach them how to keep the fundamentals with keeping their elbows in tight and running correctly. It's so very important.
And
and they just put it right on your waist, and once they start moving, the parachute opens.
Yep.
And they run straight to that cone. They got a good time.
Yep. And it gives you resistance. So when you take it off and you run, watch what happens, man. You fly.
Exactly.
Just go. You feel like your feet.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You want to come with me?
No. I would, but I work on Monday.
Yeah, that's always your excuse. I know. We're going to get Monica there, so you can come on a Monday with me. She's
Monica
right here.
works on Thursday. But maybe
Jackie or somebody. We're going to get it because you know what?
We get the TV crews out there.
We should get that I wouldn't mind doing.
2019, and Bobby's coming. We've worked with Bobby for 2 years, right?
That's why she's beating me
up
today.
And Bobby's been trying to get you in, and he's coming on the 1 o'clock hour. So I'm telling you, there are no coincidences. But
no bubbles today.
But today is all about your fitness.
As you know, I'm going to tell you something, Dawn. I know that you go to the gym 2-3 times a week, right? You and Chuck go to the
4 or 5,
gym
yeah.
4 or 5 times a week. Now it's even increased. So you guys go and you are in that aspect of your life. Me, I had to lose weight to get my diabetes down, and I've accomplished that. And now we go to the next level.
This is the next step. But even, right, you say when you wake up, you can do push-ups at home. You can do 10 push-ups at home before you have your coffee.
That's right.
And then after your first cup, you can do another 10.
That's right.
You don't even have to.
Matter of fact, I did 20 right now. You didn't see that it was so fast.
We're going to put you on the floor over there, right there.
Probably would
Give
do
me
that.
10.
You just little out there. No more acupuncture.
I haven't even had any.
Yesterday, no more.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with Coach Toes. Boot Camp Fitness Friday. And text on in and give Freddie some ideas, because this is the year of getting Freddie into some fitness shape. Next step, Freddie. We're going. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you want to learn how to eat healthy? Do you know that vegan food tastes great? Let me show you how I can make vegan, vegetarian, healthy food taste delicious. For more information, contact Chef Zelicious at 561-629-0593. We've made guest appearances on Fox 29 News, CBS 12, PBS, and more. Let my dishes speak for themselves so that you can enjoy healthy eating again. You can follow me on Twitter at Zainab73 and on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Zelicious. That's ChefZelicious. Let's get healthy again. Woo!
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
more cowbell.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV with our youngest fan. Take a look at this. Look at this shirt. Brooklyn Cafe. Look at the feet too. Brooklyn Cafe TV Mini Me. Gotta love it.
I'm glad he looks like his mother.
He does look like his mother.
He's already talking. Now, does he say mama or dada?
Dada, there you have it. It is a family affair here at the cafe. It's been like a family whole week.
I know,
2
your
weeks
mom,
we've
your
had.
kids, Freddie.
Everyone. Freddie here. We got Rowan. We've got Peyton here with Coach Toe. And we're talking boot camp and what's happening next. And everyone can get involved. You can bring your kids from what ages on?
Pretty much from 5 years old all the way to 21 years old. I've been training. I had a kid that was getting ready to play Canadian Football League that I trained. So Steve brought him out and I trained him, and he saw a lot of improvement. So he's a lot more explosive. So all they got to do is just show up, and I'm going to get them right. I guarantee it. I'll get them faster. That's a promise. Ain't many guarantees, but I'll get them right.
Peyton, what have you learned most from it?
Discipline for sure. Structure, like when I got in this class, like saying yes sir, yes ma'am, no sir, no ma'am, that kind of thing.
It's respect, and not to sound old, but it's a different generation of respect what's going on right now, right? So it's always nice to teach respect, and it's something you'll always have, and something that never goes out of style. Not enough people have respect, and then it does help with your academics and your mental clarity. There's no way it wouldn't, right? Because it gives you more focus, and then you respect your teachers. And what about social media? You learning anything about that with it, and the discipline?
Yeah, discipline on like posting the right stuff, you know.
What does that mean to you, posting the right stuff?
Like, don't post things that could be like inappropriate or like being bad towards someone. Like, you don't
right,
want
because
to do
it's
that.
there always. You never get rid of it. How are you having fun over there? This is Freddie's workout. Is how to keep the microphone on the table. How can people find you, Coach?
You can find me on, I got my own Facebook page, Coach Toe's Boot Camp, and my phone number is 561-445-2263, and my email is coachtoe19@yahoo.com. I train every Monday and Wednesday at the Spanish River Athletic Complex right across from the library on Spanish River, right next to Don Estridge, right by the lake, all the way at the end on the south side. And it's something that I really enjoy doing. I have passion about what I do, and I have structure and discipline. We play good music, and we work out, and we get things done. The one thing that I like to talk about, Freddie, if it's okay, just talk about nutrition for 2019, what people need to eat, what I eat religiously, and, abs are made in the kitchen.
Well, it's funny because nutrition is a big part for young and old, diabetics and everything else. What's going on in our system. As you younger, don't abuse your system because nutrition is the way to go. So give me some pointers on nutrition. What do you got cooking on that?
Well, the main thing is like what I try to do every single day, cut out bread. You got to cut, definitely bread is not in pasta. If you want to get lean, you want to see your abs, that's what you got to do. You got to cut out the bread, cut out the pasta, all that kind of stuff. And you got to make sure after you eat, you need to walk at least 20 minutes because you can't let all that food sit in your stomach. You keep doing that, don't exercise, you're not going to be able to have a nice stomach. So 2019, the main thing is water, 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 water. Drink a lot of water. Stay away from soda. Soda has nail polish remover in it. I don't know if you know that, but I don't drink soda.
Wow.
It's not the best nail polish removers in soda. So just know that every time you're drinking that, you're drinking nail polish remover. So try to cut out the sugar because sugar turns into fat. What I tell my kids every day in my class, that I teach, we work everything to fatigue. Protein builds muscle, sugar turns into fat, and abs are made in the kitchen.
Abs are made in the kitchen. So, all right, so we're cutting out the carbs. Bobby, we've been on this mission with him. Right now we're bringing in the big guns, the reinforcements. Oh, God. I know, poor Freddie. Get off your phone.
I'm trying to do... who's that?
Hey, Sandra, how you doing? What does it mean in the kitchen? What else? We're cutting out carbs. We're cutting out bread and pasta. What are we eating?
Well, I like to eat egg whites every morning. I go to Publix and I get all whites. I shake it up every morning. I get Pam olive oil. I put it in my skillet. I pour it in there. Just let it simmer. Get a spatula every single day and put a little olive oil in there. Break it up. I got an egg white in 2 minutes and it's beautiful every single day. Try not to eat any bread and stay away from that. And I do that religiously every day. And
how about you, Peyton?
Look, good protein.
You.
He's got to
First
get
of all,
better.
nail polish remover is only in Coca-Cola, so Sprite's okay. That's why I drink Sprite.
The man who's done his homework.
And also breakfast, I eat usually peanut butter, toast, or I eat protein shakes that are really good for you. I get the protein powder, fruit, and then you get almond milk because I don't really drink dairy milk because it kind of makes my stomach hurt. But it's like 24 grams of protein. So.
Which protein powder? Because there's a difference in protein powders, correct?
Yes, there is. I don't really know the specific brand, but
Coach, do you know what you would recommend?
I'll tell you what. I will send a picture to Freddie.
It's at Costco.
And
Okay.
I want you to get the one that's a good
Coach,
one.
I think we should make your own powder. Why don't we make a protein powder and put your face on?
Maybe.
That may
Go
be the way to
viral.
go. Why not? Because the bottom line here is should go with your regimen. Do you need me to take the baby?
You want to take the baby?
That's true.
You should have the whole 9 yards, weights and everything else, in your name.
And the other thing, guys, talking about eating, you can have like oatmeal, but you don't want the oatmeal that is brown sugar because sugar turns into what? Fat. You want to have the Steel Coats oatmeal. You want to put blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, bananas to filter it to make it taste good. That's the all-natural fruit. And also, like I said, the egg whites and fresh fruit from Publix. You do that every day. You do that religiously and drink a lot of water. That's the main thing.
Yeah, water is the key.
Water is
the key.
really, really important. And we never drink enough water. And it's what? And if you take your body weight in half, and that's how many ounces of water we should be drinking? At a minimum, right?
It's
There's
funny because
no question.
3 years ago, our next guest that comes on the air, he actually told me that. And I was shocked. 3 years ago, when he was on. He was the very first sponsor of the show. Is walking into this house, and when he came down, we went to his place and we did all sorts of exercise and everything else because he's a guru for this as well. And he says, increase your water by half your weight. And I said, who the hell can drink an ocean every day? He says, you gotta. And he's right.
We got the Custom Fitness Institute coming up with us. Bobby's located in Pompano, and he's been on this Freddie's fitness journey. And you know what? This is your year, Freddie.
You're just pushing this today.
I know. It's that naggy woman thing in me. It's called I Want You to Live.
Where's my book?
How Not to Die. How
How Not to
about
Die.
How to Live, right?
How not to die is okay.
How Not to Die or How to Live. It's all a matter of the perspective you put it in, but ultimately it's the same goal, right? Got to live.
We have Coach Toe on the end. Coach, what is the phone number for people writing in that they want more information?
Phone number is 561-445-2263, and my email is coachtoe19@yahoo.com. And I'm on Facebook at Coach Toe's Boot Camp. And I love to train your kids and get them right every Monday and Wednesday. And I appreciate the opportunity being here. Next time I get back here, Freddie, if I got another minute, I'm just going to say one thing.
Go ahead.
Very, very important, guys. You eat like 6 times a day. So after you eat that good breakfast in the morning, have some type of fiber. Fiber's the key. Get some carrots, get some grapes, whatever, what have you. And make sure that, if you're really trying to cut back, have wraps instead of bread.
Well, let me ask you about that, right? The new thing now is that everyone's doing this intermittent fasting. They're not eating for 12 hours until lunchtime.
Don't agree with that.
That's my question.
I don't agree with that.
Why do you not agree with it?
Because you got to keep your nutrients in your system. You eat 6 times a day, little meals. You want to eat a piece of chicken about as big as your palm right here. You don't need to eat any more than that.
But Coach, let me ask you,
You're overindulging.
if you have seniors who are having a hard time getting around, same principles still apply because they're not as active. They're not doing the same things to burn it off. Is it okay then to fast for a couple of hours and then get the food in you, or you still disagree that you want them to eat the 6 meals a day?
I like to eat them 6 a day, and I don't think you need to eat. I think when you eat, you need to eat between 5 and 7. You don't need to eat after that.
And there's a
Right.
portion control deal.
It's
portion
not
control.
necessarily 6 meals. It's 6 times a day, right? It could just be a snack. It could
Just
be
a
some
snack.
fruit, some nuts.
So let's say we're having carrots at 9 o'clock in the morning, all right? And then at 3 o'clock, we're having some grapes. So you're getting that fiber in your system. It's very, very important that you're getting that fiber in your system. In salad, the worst thing is, I'm going to order a salad. Well, you get a salad and you put ranch on it. Why'd you get a salad? Put balsamic vinaigrette, just put a little bit of dressing on it. Don't overindulge. That's the thing. You got to be disciplined. So 2019 is being disciplined as far as your eating is
You like
concerned.
olive oil?
It's about discipline and a lot of good tips. And that's why I wanted to ask you about the intermittent fasting, because that seems to be the new trend. And I don't know. I have a hard time wrapping my head around not eating until 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I would faint, but I guess other people do it.
Well, lately you've notched more. Notch, is that a word?
Notched?
Yeah.
Snack? I always do. Well, that's why the scale's been going up too. I need to stop that snacking. Well, I need to stop the cookies is what I need
Coach
to stop.
says you got to eat 6, 7
But that doesn't
a day.
include the cookies. It includes more fruit.
You shouldn't be eating cookies, though.
Exactly. So yes, it's more about the snacks. When I got on the scale today, I'm like, yeah, we're going to stop with the cookies. Time for the holiday season to move on and get back into fitness. Give us your number again where you are.
561-445-2263, and my email's coachtoe19@yahoo.com, and Facebook, Coach Toe's Boot Camp.
Fitness Friday 2019. Give us your word for 2019. For today's word, your inspirational word of finding strength within, joy, fitness. Maybe it's strength. Whatever today's word is, type it into the Brooklyn Cafe TV on Instagram, on Facebook, or give us a call. We're going to be switching over to Radio 95.3
So don't go
FM
away.
1470 AM. Do not go away because we've got Kickboxing Champ. Kickboxing Champ. We're talking anti-bullying, how fitness and discipline helps with all of that. And our family is back in the house with us. We got Bobby Jackson from the Custom Fitness Institute on set. It's Fitness Friday. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
Right back.
Will kill you in one day. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, teaching you the opposite of everything you've been taught so you can obtain the results you've never obtained. Join us 7 days a week. Can't get enough? Visit DelOnTheRadio.com to listen to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, access past show podcasts, and join the conversation.
The information and opinions you hear on the Del Walmsley Radio Show are those of the host, Del Walmsley, his guests, and his callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of this station, its affiliates, its management, or advertisers. The Del Walmsley Show is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a professional regarding your personal investment needs. Nothing presented on the Del Walmsley Show constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security.
If you run a large
1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Get it straight from the expert's mouth on Ask the Experts with host Steve O. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
If you've decided to get back to feeling good again like you used to feel, then you're invited to tune in to the Dr. Bob Martin Show. Hi, I'm Dr. Bob, at your service Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Mom, can we have some ice cream?
I've got a better idea. Who wants to help me make something fun and healthy instead?
Eating smarter is easy and delicious. Interested in receiving healthy recipes and a whole lot more in your email? Then register at healthiestweightfl.com and learn more about all the small steps that you can take on the way to living healthy. This message is sponsored by the Ounce of Prevention Fund of Florida, the Florida Department of Health, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Welcome to the Invite House Buy One Get One Free New Year's event.
Invite Health, the leader in top quality health and wellness products formulated with CGMP and non-GMO standards, announces this limited time offer. The sale is on now. Buy any Invite Health product at suggested retail and get the second bottle free. Here's the number and write it down because you can speak with an Invite nutritionist 7 days a week. 800-463-7575. That number for Invite is 800-463-7575. You can also visit our boutique-style Invite stores and receive a free personalized nutritional plan from one of our healthcare professionals. Visit InviteHealth.com for retail locations and additional product offers. Take advantage of Invite's limited time buy one, get one free New Year's event. Free shipping for orders $75 or more. Contact Invite at 800-463-7575. That number again is 800-463-7575 or go to InviteHealth.com. Invite Health, the luxury brand of vitamins.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear, Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself, give yourself the chance to be heard, and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Are you benefiting from your cup of solitude in the morning? Don't worry, be happy with One Mean Bean CBD coffee in your cup. One Mean Bean is a one-of-a-kind organic CBD-infused coffee available in K-cups with a variety of specialty roasts derived from 19 different countries, many distinct flavors, and now Kentucky bourbon made proudly in Lexington, Kentucky. Your coffee bean dream doesn't stop there. No, with edibles, tropical formulations, and chocolate-covered coffee beans, to name a few. All products are made with only the highest quality CBD gold-pressed oils for maximum health benefits. So live your dream with One Mean Bean and CBD today and fight inflammation, reduce anxiety, and feel your best self. Find us at onemeanbean.com to place your order. For wholesale orders, please contact us at 844-441-4CBD. 100% money-back guarantee within the first month if you are not completely satisfied. Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Part 2. To all our friends in South Florida, welcome to the southern South Florida Talk. South Florida Talk. Welcome to all our friends, and remember, caring is sharing. So if you're watching today's show, share it out. And if you have any questions, what was that?
You're gonna have to make a poster so you don't forget.
I forget anyway. I forget to look at the poster. If you have any questions, call in to the show and ask our panel about health and nutrition and fighting and all sorts of stuff that's going on.
Macho Man on the set. I do amuse myself. You know what? Someone's got to.
I can't believe you played that song. I feel like a feather's going to come out of my head.
You know, I wanted Bobby to be a surprise.
Yes.
So I kept saying, I've got a surprise guest on Friday. I've got a surprise guest
Until
on
he
Friday.
posted.
And then I messed it up by tagging him.
He didn't see the post yet. And then Coach Toe is coming on today. And I was telling Freddie about today's show, and he says, tell me who it is. I said, no. And I actually had him believing it was Heather. Okay. Right? He says, I gotcha. It's Heather.
That's a close second.
It was pretty close, right? I thought that was like a twofer, like the Wonder Twins.
Yeah, but I knew that if Heather was coming, Bobby was coming, because they always came together. That's how we got introduced, that whole
Exactly.
segment.
Heather from DEXA Fit. How we met Bobby from the Custom Fitness Institute. And Bobby's coming, so today became a whole Fitness Friday Macho Man segment. How many men are in here and me? I'm glad we've got Monica and Mara with us. We got double M's because you got me, but what a segment. And you know what? It's the message, Freddie. The message is Fitness Friday for Freddie.
You know, it's not for nothing.
Not for nothing.
You got a champion on the set.
Oh my gosh, we certainly do.
You got a fitness guy and a fitness guru over there. They ain't about Freddie. This is about Freddie being in awe, maybe.
It's about inspiring others to be the best that they can be, right? It's not about being who anybody else is. It's about being the best you can be through discipline, through fitness, from making those changes in 2019. Whatever that looks like to you to find inner peace and growth, that's what 2019 should be about.
So that's what we're doing. We're going to have inner peace and growth. Discipline,
fitness, better health, all of it.
Monica, you getting all that?
We're setting the bar really high for 2019.
I'm with her. When she gets into the groove of this thing, I'll join.
Dylan, you getting it?
I'm not really paying attention.
There you have it. He's not really paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention.
You got Monica on the board?
I said no because I don't know what you were talking about.
So we got the Macho Men on the set. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. If you want to see the cutest, one of our youngest fans, hashtag replay and rewatch our first hour. We had Rowan with us, Freddie's grandson, on the set with his adorable little branded Brooklyn Cafe TV onesie. Mara, did you see the logo on his onesie?
Yes.
Right? You created that logo.
That was your
so
logo.
Cute. That was Mara's logo that she created.
She goes, I know.
We can add that to our website. Geo, BrooklynCafe.tv now sells baby clothes, right? Why not? It's all about the branding.
And the website actually is up and running. And also podcasts. I'm going to put out over the weekend 2 or 3 shows so that if you can't watch and you want to listen, you go to Siri, you say, Siri, play the Brooklyn Cafe podcast, the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And voila, if you have a Siri phone, it will come out automatically, the latest show that we have up there.
You know, on the first hour, we were laughing about how I really can't run straight on the treadmill. My husband always teases me, so now I go in the corner so he can't watch me. Sometimes I listen to the podcast. It is so funny to listen to it when you're on the treadmill. You just got to make sure you don't.
Did you say you can't run straight?
Yes. Well, that's why I asked Coach about running, right? He says all about the arms. Well, my feet don't go in a straight line with sneakers. High heels, yes. Sneakers, not so much.
So what do you run?
There's no way to run gracefully.
But how do you run if you don't run straight? What do you run, crooked?
My feet don't go straight. My feet kind of go out.
Oh, you mean your feet aren't? Because you're pigeon-toed. Oh,
no, pigeon-toed go in. Mine go out.
Yeah, mine go out too.
Do they? So
I'm going to work with you on that.
Monica too.
I think every woman in the world has a pigeon toe.
How
so
about
what do
you?
do? I don't know how pigeon toe.
Pigeon toe is when you toe in. They kind of go out. You know what someone told me yesterday? She said it's because she wore flip-flops for so many years that it killed her feet.
That's a good excuse.
But I don't wear. But I don't wear flip-flops. So what? I have no excuse.
They don't work. You know, I never heard anybody say they don't wear them straight. They run crooked. So you're like the kid with the purple crayon?
I'm like the kid that he talked about with the parachute that goes sideways.
Oh, you mean you waddle? That's not straight. Straight is like a straight line. Do you walk in? Do you run?
Well, your
straight?
feet don't go straight when you walk either.
No.
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 Go walk, Freddie. Let's go take a look at
No, because you embarrassed me at the radio station. She embarrassed. She
well,
says
that's how
I drag
knew.
my feet. So I go home and Linda embarrassed me too. You got to pick up your feet. What is it with you people? I pick them up. I put them down. So I walk like Bozo the Clown now because I know they're watching me.
It's fitness, it's dexterity, it's discipline is what we're going to work on.
It's walking. Actually, I have to learn to walk, Coach.
We've got the fitness men in the house, the Brooklyn Cafe TV Fitness Friday 2019, 888-565-1470. Bobby Jackson from the Custom Fitness Institute. We've got Coach Toe with Coach Toe's Boot Camp. And Bobby, who did you bring with you today?
We have the FFC middleweight champion, professional kickboxer, Nikita Chubb with me today, one of our newest athletes we brought in. He had a phenomenal show a couple months ago, and so we're just working with the strength and conditioning a little bit, seeing if we can make that that next competition go even smoother. So,
well, welcome. Look at that belt. That's some accomplishment.
That is an accessory.
That is a big piece of bling, I got to tell you.
Just sitting this close to it gets me amped up.
All right, but wait, hold on a second. Kickboxing. Okay. I got to ask you. Always wanted to ask a professional kickboxer. Doesn't that thing hurt
Kickboxing?
when you get kicked? No, when you get kicked.
Yeah, that's why I try do not get a kick.
You want to kick him first.
Kick more than you receive.
But you get kicked too, right, in the process.
Yeah.
How many fights have you had?
If we count in professional fights, it's 27 fights and over 100 amateur fights.
Over 100 kick fights?
Yes.
I'm hurting just talking.
You know, I never knew there were kickboxing fights. When I take kickboxing, it's me in the bag. But thankfully, it's not anybody else.
You're not a professional.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't realize you were kickboxing other people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why he has that belt.
Well, I know that, but I didn't realize there was such a thing that you kickbox other people. You know, I understand karate and sparring and all of that with somebody else. But kickboxing against somebody else, how long have you been doing this?
Around 14 years, maybe 15.
So you started when you were like Rowan's age, is what I'm thinking. Right.
Yeah. You started at 11.
Yeah, like that. 11, 12, I was that age.
Yeah. Now, what made you decide to go? Because there's a lot of, coaches, this guy coached all over the world and everything he's done, but what made you decide to do this sport?
To be honest, I cannot explain like with my words, with my expression, but it's just the kind of sport that you feel your body mechanic, you're working on your psychology, mentality, and it's not just about the sport itself, but the thing that it's given to you in your life. So I just love it. I'm not love to beating people or to be beaten by people, but I love the way that you're working with your body, with your mind, and how you can use it inside the ring, in your life, to communicate with other people. So it's not just a sport, but it's a lifestyle.
It's a passion. It's part of you.
It's like what we talked about the last hour, Coach. Discipline.
Gotta have discipline. Gotta have structure.
You should come to Fitness Beauty Tour at PGA with Amy McCarthy.
Okay. That's Susan's gala.
Yes, they're going to have a beauty tour. What's a beauty tour?
I don't know.
Susan, you have to elaborate.
I think they're doing makeup. But as you talked about it, it's discipline, right? And we talked to Coach Toe the last hour about it, is what you're learning outside the ring or what you're learning in the ring and then taking it into your everyday life. Right, we talked to Peyton a little bit, and he's not quite sure on the transition from it, but you did this as a kid, right? And how it helped your life. What did the discipline do for you?
It's kind of, sometimes you got these moments in your life when you have to push over. Well, to be honest, sometimes you're just getting lazy. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know sometimes that you try to remember that you had the hard moments and the classes on the trainings. So, and you could not break yourself, but go beyond your limits, and you can do the same thing in your life, in situation, any situation. Let's say, for me, it was a big step to move to the United States. It wasn't easy, but I think without this preparation in the sport, I wouldn't do it.
How long have you been champion?
So basically this company, they came from Croatia, and I was fighting for them like 4 years ago in Croatia, and then they transferred to the Vegas now, and they called me, invited for their show in November, and so November 2nd I won this title, and I'm holding it since that time.
Now, and this is going to be a strange question, but did you ever imagine, I mean, when you were 11, 12, you always wanted to be champion. But as you got older and the struggles happened, did you ever imagine you were going to be wearing a championship belt? I guess it's by weight classifications
Yes.
that they do it? At your weight classification, and you're on top of the world, everybody's chasing you now.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just, maybe first it was imagination, but then your dreams, they becoming goals, and when it's becoming goals, you're willing to reach it. So I would say, yeah, I have it in my goals, in my plans. That's why I actually came here, you know, to do my best in this matter.
Excellent. And you've been training him.
Yeah, the part of his story that I like the most. So I heard about Nikita through another athlete that I've been training. They train kickboxing together, Corey. And he's telling me kind of the story about Nikita, and of course making that huge travel over to the United States in the first place. You know, the long career, the massive amateur career, even before he went professional.
Right.
And then everything down to his prep for this last fight. And he was going to go fight, what was your opponent? Where was he from?
Croatia.
He's another Croatian guy, yeah. Undefeated pro fighter. And this organization calls up Nikita, hey, we got a fight for you. Come down and fight our guy. And
after 2 years break.
With experience that
you hadn't fought in 2 years.
A couple of years hiatus after making the move, trying to find, you know, normal training, consistent coaches. He takes that matchup, which when you read the news article on it, would kind of sound like he was trying to, you know, they were trying to set him up.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
And he goes down there, and we talk about the game plan that he used to go through this. And I mean, it was very clearly from a guy who had, you know, over 100 amateur fights. It was, I knew the game plan. I've done the work, I put in the time, and it was having that strategy and knowing, okay, if my body's in the right place, my mind's already there.
So were you training with him as of before the fight?
I was not. I got him right after the fight. We're doing prep for
the next
keeping
one, right?
him the champ.
Now, you know, if you watch the movies, the way they have the Rocky movies, and when he won, they set up all these I don't know what you want to call them, but these fights for him to win, because you want the purse to grow and you want him to be bigger. He has the money to train and yada, yada, yada. So you probably were set up as a mark. Man, I would have loved to watch the look on their face.
And I'm the most excited because now the tables turn. The other guy was the guy to beat, had never been beat before.
He was a champion?
He was a champ and undefeated.
Wow. So they didn't see this coming.
And Nikita says, yeah, I think I could put a game plan together for that. And goes in, takes it. He went from
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years off for 2 years off.
What does that game plan look like in your mind when you get this call and you know you're going against this opponent who's undefeated, who's the champion? You haven't fought in 2 years.
Yeah.
What went through your mind?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I didn't care, you know. Of course, I was nervous a little bit, but still, first of all, we started the preparation a month earlier. So when we got this unexpected call, we wasn't frustrated because we already started good preparation. Then we just pushed more work in our training camp and watch a video. And
you saw weaknesses.
You saw weaknesses. So yeah, the idea was to put more pressure because the guy was taller than me and like 6'4".
Really?
Yeah. So very long hands.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
6'4" Eastern European guy, and you walk into this arena and go, holy smokes.
And his strategy for that is, okay, I got to stay a little closer to him.
Yes. So that's
just stay within range.
This is you know, coach, this is like mind blowing because here you have a guy coming out of left field and they set him up as a mark. You know, I'm gonna take this guy in. He's a good fighter, and you know, boom, 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 we'll dislodge him and
he
move
took
on.
care of business.
Holy smokes! Now let me ask you: in kickboxing, is it 1 round, 2 round, 3 rounds? How does that work?
Well, this is the K1 rules, which is total striking technique with a single knee in the clinching, no ground game. If it's a regular fight, it's a 3 minutes round, but the title fights like that, it was 5 rounds, 3 minutes.
So when did you know you had this guy?
He's so excited.
I mean, this is like you coming up one day and becoming champion at anything. I mean, this is just crazy.
Kind of close.
I mean, but think about this too. This is unbelievable. When did you know you had this guy beat?
I never know till the
You
end.
didn't know?
No, it was
Did
very,
your corner,
very close.
Did your
and-
corner tell you got this?
Yeah, he told me, but I was like, I don't know, unless they leave it on my hands, I don't know. And it was split decision,
It was a split
that
decision.
Makes it even more difficult is when you go to a decision win,
right?
And you're in the other guy's hometown. You are almost guaranteed
This
a
is
loss.
I'm like losing my mind.
You never get a split victory from the
course
out-of-town
not.
guy.
That's home
so that
cooking.
shows how well he actually performed to win the judges over in Vegas when he was supposed to.
And in Vegas, you fought
against the champion,
In Vegas.
undefeated
Yeah, so
Vegas, not even home.
Well, hold on a
So
second.
they ship him in.
He fought in Vegas.
You got-
I'm sure
you're
that the
cutting weight
other
on
guy, the other guy must have been the favorite, right?
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah,
going
he was
against house
champion.
money in Vegas. You are unheard of. Now, is there going to be a rematch with this guy?
Next fight, I doubt. They will find the contender, but probably we will make a rematch. I don't know. It's all up to organizers. Both of us won't be mine though.
Unbelievable.
But I just want to tell you that, we're opponents inside the ring, but out of the ring, it's a great person, and I have a lot of respect to him, and he also got a lot of respect to me. Shake hands. He's never argued to Georges or something that it wasn't fair. He lifted me up afterwards, so it was very good attitude.
That's what I love about sport. One thing is that when you can actually be opponents during the game and then afterwards respect each other, shake hands, and move on to the next, that's what it's all about.
Well, this is a whole different animal because you're talking about you're going into the Lion's Den. You've been handpicked to lose.
And
you're
win.
playing Vegas money. I mean, in Vegas, they sort of know what the outcome is going to be in their
Where they make
backyard.
the
How they
outcome.
make the money.
Yeah.
Or they make the outcome. And this guy went against all odds, 2 years layaway, and he comes out champion. This is like a movie.
Stay tuned. More to come. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, give us a call. 888-565-1470. Macho Men on our set. We'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
vCard Global is the world's smartest business card that virtually allows a person or business to digitally share all of their information. With a vCard, sharing information is one simple click away. No need to open emails, websites, or social media. Updating information is easy and instant. vCard Global is the ultimate marketing tool, transforming the way we connect, communicate, and collaborate to grow your business. Text JENNG to 80800. Revolutionize your business card. For information, contact Jennifer. Text JENNG to 80800 for your free digital business card today.
Are you a warrior soul? Are you looking for spiritual healing? Are you looking for protection against negativity? Warrior Soul crystals represent confidence, brings you a sense of wholeness and balance. Mala necklaces consist of 108 beads carved from natural and semi-precious stones. Mala can be used to center your meditation, strengthen your yoga practice, or accent your everyday beauty. Visit warriorsoulco.com. or call 561-307-9049 to purchase your bracelet or necklace today. Discover your purpose.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
How you like that?
Pretty cool.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. I love it when coaches bring coaches. Man, it just grows. Talk about intimidating. I don't know. I'm surrounded by a lot of coaches over
Who was
here.
that?
That was Coach Donahue. He was my son's PE coach at Omni Middle School.
And he's going for a vice principalship on Thursday.
Well, Matt, maybe that wasn't supposed to be announced, but I guess it is now.
I didn't say
Best
where.
of luck, Coach, on that interview.
He's a great man, one of my best friends.
Listen, you can give us a call. We put in a letter of reference.
I would tell you he was one of my son's favorite coaches at Omni Middle School, that they talk about him all the time. Really a great guy.
He was his PE coach?
Yeah.
Your son did a lot of basketball, because he likes to play basketball now because his nose broken and all.
My son played football. My son played basketball. My
Your
son
son played
gets
football?
a lot of well, that's how he got his concussions. Yeah.
What position your son play?
I don't dare tell your son, but I would have been quarterback.
It's okay.
The
Freddie
one
was a
position he
quarterback.
thought was safe.
I always want to play receiver.
We got to get Freddie and Mike.
That's the best, yeah.
My son played.
He could have been a short receiver.
You know, flag football was great. It's when he switched over to tackle football at Spanish River High School. And in Palm Beach County, you play all of the schools that are within your district. And at the time, maybe it's different now, Spanish River and Pahokee and Belglade were not an equal matchup team. And my son was moved up from JV to varsity, and he shouldn't have been. And one hit later, boom, he went down.
So you just
And
get
that
up
was
and
it.
lower him.
Yeah, your brain doesn't do that so well, though, sometimes.
Okay. All right, so let's go to part 2 here, because there's a second part to this story of what the champ is doing now, working with kids and everything else. I want to get into the anti-bullying, because this is right up your alley, Coach. Also, there's a merger here somewhere on the table, and I want to bring this forward. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what he's doing?
Nikita, tell us about the anti-bullying and the program that you're working with younger kids with.
Yes, so basically now in one of the gyms where I'm training, it's Team Effort Gym. We're teaching kids. I mean, I have a kids group, and we're working with the kids. But sometimes we're making this program like a bully prevention for the kids with Carrie Giaconimo. So we try to work with the mind and body of kids. So she give them like more psychologist tests, you know. She's explaining them what bully about it, you know, and how to deal with that. And my part is to learn a little bit of self-defense for them, so they can get this inner confidence, and to show them that you cannot bully, you know. So we have a bunch of this program. Let's say literally tomorrow we will work in the Broward Library with the kids. And yesterday I was working in a Birch Park winter camp, which is in Fort Lauderdale, and we got like 25 kids there, 5, 6, 7 years old. It was a little bit crazy, of course, but still, yeah, everybody had fun, but only 2 girls, right? I started talk to kids, explain them what kickboxing about, and 2 little girls start crying. And I was like, what's happened? We didn't do anything.
I can just see it,
and
right?
they say like, we just don't want to beat anyone. And I said, okay, so young ladies, I need your help. Just watch the timer, okay? Because this is very important, all right? So I gave them my cell phone, and while other kids, they did some drills, fun and activities, they were watching time, and there was like the very important persons there, you know? So,
but the anti-bullying aspect of it, because I remember besides I was even chosen last for Red Rover, I know it goes way back. You know, you give me this giant eraser to erase the past of things. You cannot erase your past. You can move forward on your journey, but those things that you remember as a kid, and being bullied, being chosen last for Red Rover, never getting those 100 pull-ups in PE, the things that you always remember. And what you're doing with these kids is so important. And the little girls too, right? They feel like they belong with something. Yes. And Coach, we talked about Marianne Swing, which I love that. It gives them a sense of belonging and empowerment, even if they're not the best kickboxers or the fastest. It's okay. It gives them that self-esteem to keep going.
Yes, definitely. That's why I like to work with kids, because I did this back to my home, and I like to do this here because, for my opinion, this is the very important and good contribution in the society, in the future of society, because this is the future. So.
And the other thing you guys are doing that's so great, and Bobby, you too, is you're getting kids off their phones, right? We're getting them outside. Freddie, when you grew up, you have a mic? Let's get Freddie a mic. Because you're about the same age as my kids. Did you go outside and play, or was it?
I was always outside.
So you weren't on your phones, you weren't playing.
I didn't have a phone.
When we were kids, it wasn't the parents struggling to get us outside. It was struggling to get us back inside for dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
It was all, that's.
And after
that's
dinner,
how
I'd go back outside until, my bedtime, basically.
And now it's so different, right? Getting these kids outside is so hard to get them off their phones and getting off their games and whatever they're doing, or they're even the couch potatoes, right? It's getting them outside to get engaged in something physical.
And it's any type of physical activity. I tell people in the gym too, I don't want you coming to the gym 7 days a week. Come to me 2 or 3 times a week, and then go for the jog at the beach, go do a boot camp, go train some kickboxing, even if you never plan on kicking anybody in the head. Just get your body moving and move in different ways. You're gonna have a way better results long term anyway by doing those different training styles. I'm sure Coach can verify that.
Very, very
Don't
true.
always do the same stuff. You're going to look and feel a lot better by doing different stuff.
Nick Saban said one thing: video games are a waste of time, and he's exactly right. Get out there and help people. Take out the trash. Mom, Dad, how can I help you? You don't see that these days. My son Peyton, he doesn't play video games. He plays basketball every single day. He wants to go outside, which you don't see in our society any days.
You
and
don't
it's sad.
see it, right?
It really
Everyone's on
is.
their video games.
Well, things have changed. When I was growing up, I was always picked last too. I was a little chubby, and I wasn't a good athlete. So one day, my brother, may he rest in peace, said, something, because you're picked and you're unhappy, why don't you create your own leagues? True story. I created my own baseball leagues. I created my own bowling leagues. I created everything. And everybody that came forward were the ones nobody else wanted. Next thing, it grew. I got better at it, and I went from being picked last to being picked first. And I said, nah, it's okay. I'm going to stick with my stuff.
Like the Bad News Bears.
Always created my own leagues. Always. Stickball, baseball, the whole nine, because I was always picked last. I got tired of that.
Well, it's like starting your own business, right? You create what you want instead of having to be part of something that might not conform to you.
Well, it's like they say, that check, they write a check for you and they pay you every week a salary. But look at the name on the bottom of that check. That's who I want to be.
That was one of the first things you taught me.
That's who I
Man,
wanna
yesterday sitting and writing all those to Jody, I got to tell you, it took a little bit of time and effort.
It's not easy. But, you find a way. Like you're saying, Bobby, if you want to get up because of whatever, you're being bullied, create your own path. Then nobody can stop you from being who you want to be. You want to create your own. He'll tell you, I used to take in the kids on the Pelham Bay baseball team. Nobody wanted. I took them in. I took them because of either skin color, they weren't a good athlete, yada, yada, yada. And the nice thing about being able to coach your son is where he learns a little bit about what you do, like you're doing with your son. And he started taking a buddy under their wings. Every player took a buddy of one that wasn't at that level, and he helped them get along.
That's why I love the concept of Mary Ann's wing, right? She doesn't have children, but she can take a buddy. It's the accountability buddy.
It works.
Everything we talk about every day just blends itself. Remember, we had Specky on?
Yeah.
Specky and the Spinoculars, the magical Spinoculars. But it's a preschool, a children's book about anti-bullying and being you. And if you're wearing the glasses and whatever that looks like, is being who you are, right? And getting out there as a cartoon character and helping others and helping yourself.
That's right, because bullying exists in our society and it goes across all ages. But the one thing you have to remember about that is a taught, not a birth problem.
True. It's like hate. It's a learned behavior.
That's right. It is learned behavior. It is somebody who unfortunately doesn't get it, teaching you the wrong things. But I really applaud that you not only are successful, congratulations a million times over, but that you're putting this out with the kids. Coach, same thing where you got a friend at the cafe for the rest of your life, because I believe firmly on how you do it, why you do it. I love the way your son earns respect and you give it. That's another thing. You've got to earn it to get it, and then you have to fight to keep it. That's what life is all about.
And with the programs you guys are really putting together, the acuity, and Nikita, what you've done, you had this dream as a kid. How many times do we have dreams as a kid and someone says you can't? How many people said to you, "You're going to be a kickboxing champion"? Are you crazy? Who
Forget
does that?
about
How do you make money doing that? What does that look like? Right, you started an activity when you were 11 or 12, and you loved it enough to make this your career right now, and then to pay back and give it to other children. How many naysayers did you have? And in Croatia, was it different than being in the United States?
Well, basically, I'm from Ukraine originally, but you know, before I came here, I watched a lot of videos about famous fighters in the YouTube, and I never was thinking like I'll be able to get here or something like that, do that stuff. But then little by little, the things happen, and I came here, and I met these people that I were watching back there. And then I realized like everything is possible.
What did your parents say? Were they supportive? Was your family supportive? Were your friends?
My parents, I really appreciate them. They always supported me, whatever I'm doing, because they see that I'm trying to do right things in my life. When I came here, I met a lot of great people. I'm still with them. Like I'm training in U-Fight Sports with the Daniel Mendes. That person, one of the first person that I met here. And we became friends. His coach, Muay Thai coach, we're still together. And thanks to that people, I cannot do that. I did everything by myself, you know, because I had a lot of support. Now I have Bobby, you know, and I'm happy to be that he's a part of our team, and I'm a part of Custom Fitness. But most of all, I appreciate these relationships between people, you know.
That's what makes Bobby so great.
Yeah, he's so great.
Because he works, right, you work one-on-one. You meet them where they are.
We're doing one-on-one training. It's, you know, everything's controlled environment, but what inspires me the most is meeting people like this. What he just told me on our way up here, we were sharing some more stories about when he first moved here. It wasn't easy for him to get back and forth to training. What he's providing for other people, which is I'm coming to you, I'll train you where you're at, they're not hearing the story about the number of hours he had to spend on the bus per day to get between work and training and gym to gym, and before he had his car and all these different things, that how hard he had to work to build his skill set and build what he's now able to give back to people, you know, for, you know.
And I guess that goes back to discipline, right? It's what we talked about.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the discipline of really having that desire to do and to do.
What about consistency, Coach? I mean, discipline is great and it's good when you have it, but consistent discipline, having that consistency.
You got to do it every day. You got to be consistent. You know, the demons are telling you, you can't do this. Can't's not in my vocabulary. Can't's a double negative. So you got to be consistent with doing anything. Your body tells you one thing, your mind tells you another. You got to overcome it. Those are demons telling you can't do it. Yeah, you want to lay in bed, but you got to get up and you got to rep it every single day. You want to be good, or you want to be great? I want to be great. You know, I have a passion. Every day you can open up your eyes, say, God, thank you for giving me another day to live. I'm going to live each day to its fullest, because you don't know if tomorrow we're going to be here. So you better be consistent. You better do things the right way. Dot the I's, cross the T's, and dot the J's. It's all about detail.
Yeah. Custom Fitness, you know, we were talking about it before you got here. It was one of the very first sponsors that we ever had.
One of the first remotes we went on was with Bobby.
One of the remotes that we did. I still have the mark
of
the
mousetrap.
That's right. Never forget it.
Snap.
Yeah.
Boom.
But consistent. You know, you lived the dream. We've met a lot of people in your neck of the woods that you brought forward. I met Heather through Bobby. Yeah, that's when we met.
Bobby through Heather.
Yeah.
And again, it's this consistent deal. This is our third year doing this thing. Consistency at doing something that you're passionate about.
And finding like-minded people.
That's right.
As a fitness professional, it motivates the hell out of me to meet a guy like this right here. He's going to help keep me consistent, because I'm not going to forget meeting him, and I'm going to think, I bet he's working out today. I wonder what he's doing.
He does it every day.
But he's still grinding right here. And that's what I like, meeting these like-minded people, because that helps me continue doing what I do and keep that motivation high.
Think about when you were in school, right? They're taking away physical PE. I don't know if it's still called PE in school, but they're taking this away from elementary school and middle school because of all the testing they're doing, right? And then in walks Coach Donahue, who is my son's, one of his coaches in middle school, And you watch that he is still there, right, as a teacher. These teachers impact our kids' lives more than anyone even realizes. You spend more time with your teachers than you do at home, especially these kids at Title I schools. They're eating breakfast, they're eating lunch. These teachers impact their lives, and they certainly don't get enough credit. And you know what? I really hope that Coach Donahue gets that next position he's looking for, because you know what?
Unbelievable.
I can't think of a kinder person that actually deserves that.
There's nobody deserves him more than him. I've known him for 14 years now, and I taught elementary PE, and then I ended up getting access because the numbers at one school were down. They had to cut an art, music, and PE teacher, and they said, we're going to put you at Omni Middle. I said, I don't want to go to Omni Middle. I want to teach elementary PE because I was coaching high school football and I could do it. First guy I met was Coach Donnie. He's been one of my best friends.
You went
every
from high
single
school
year.
football to elementary PE.
I taught elementary PE, and I was a head JV coach at Boca High School.
Think how different
for
that
football.
is, right?
Talking about teaching kindergartens to 12th graders, it's a little bit different breed of cat there to do that.
Totally different, but it's also important. And you know, as kids, you don't realize the importance of it. My daughter took Hope Online because she was trying to get all her academics in high school. And it's almost, you do yourself a disservice because you're not getting out there and you're moving. And as hard as it is, and I remember every excuse in the book when I didn't want to do PE in high school. But it's the discipline. It's things that you really need. Everything I know now I learned from kindergarten. It's the same type of thing. It's the discipline you learn as kids that takes you through life.
You know, I didn't take PE in high school because I did with C. I did with Clinton for half a year. And then when I went to Puerto Rico for 3.5 years, there was no PE.
You don't want to know how I got out of PE.
There was no PE. But at DeWitt Clinton High School, you had to do gymnastics to
That's
pass,
tough.
to graduate. To graduate.
Wow.
You had it, and they didn't care if you got a D, but you had to take it. So I asked my cousin, I wasn't a gymnastic guy. I was a heavy-set kid. I said, what do I do? He says, when they tell you to walk to the right, walk to the left. And that's what I did. They never knew.
It's funny, as girls, we had different excuses we could use, but it's all different now. Let's go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with anti-bullying. It's Coach Fitness Friday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV, 888-565-1470, and we will be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming, as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages, or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422. What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening, to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283.
you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
5-4. What
5-4.
What are you counting?
5-4.
Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe to having a good time, as they say. And Dylan's counting backwards. What are you counting for?
It's Friday.
What's the matter with you?
He's doing a great job. Dylan, did you take PE in high school or elementary school or middle school?
I took it all of my schooling life.
And how'd you like it?
It was alright. I mean, the kids looked kind of bored when they were doing it, and they weren't like.
Kids
really
are bored in PE.
They weren't really entertained.
You didn't have a good coach. That's the problem.
And it's like they just did through the motions. They didn't really like.
I remember they do the different units of each sport.
Yeah.
So I remember there are times where, okay, we're going to do badminton for a week. And it was, okay, I can't really get that jazzed up over badminton. But, then you get the football, you get the dodgeball, you kind of work through it like that.
The what ball?
Pickleball?
Pickleball.
Yes.
What the hell is that?
I don't think we have that.
We had to give her a mic.
What's a pickleball?
That's a new sport.
Florida, you don't know pickleball?
What is pickleball?
Is that big pink thing and you throw and you kick it?
It's a Florida thing, but I'm from
What's
It's like tennis, but not tennis.
No, I don't.
It's like tennis, but not tennis?
That,
I think pickleball is a thing now. I think people play, right?
Yeah,
Except tennis.
It's like tennis, except for not.
I mean, there's a net, there's a ball. It's the same concept, but it's a little bit different.
Is it like beer pong?
It's
Listen,
like ping pong, but
Producer
beer
man,
pong.
producer man, your son has no mic.
I know that.
Neither
but
does Mara.
I've already explained that to him 100 times. He constantly does it to me.
It's like tennis in the same setup, but the rules are different.
Is it one-on-one?
Racket net.
Really?
It could be one-on-one, but it's usually
That's pickleball?
Yes.
And that's 2 people? See, in my high school,
Do you play with a pickle?
There were too many people.
It's a heavier ball. It's a bigger ball than a tennis ball.
We should play with a pickle and see what happens.
No, because I'll eat it.
That'd be kind of fun, right? Just
No.
squirt pickle juice
It's
everywhere?
It's not fun at all.
Why? Bounce the pickle.
No, we play volleyball, right? And we got really competitive that the teachers joined. And I'll never forget, a guy jumped up to spike it to me, and I put my hands up praying to God that I was going to live through this thing. And it went straight up in the air after he hit my arms, and we got the point. That is the one thing I remember in all my life.
Best athletic contribution
That
you've
was
ever
it.
made to a team
That was
right
it.
there.
But I love that both of you loved PE. That's the coolest thing.
PE classes.
You took extra PE.
Like I snuck out of my other classes and went to PE.
We had to be competitive.
You had to be. That's amazing. You're from.
Our high school was just competitive.
Were you competitive?
She needs a mic.
Yes.
Mara, can you get yourself a mic? Thank you. Or there you go.
Were you
I
a
was very
competitive?
competitive.
Were you?
Yeah.
She's
And-
still kind of competitive.
No, she's a pain in the competitiveness. Now, let me ask you, do you think that PE, when you were going through all this, it sort of shaped on your mentality of who you are today?
Yeah, I mean, PA, we had to learn team building and stuff like that.
Are you a
The
team?
trust fall.
Uh-huh.
We had a whole class behind us. We had
No
to fall
way.
into them. Yeah.
What is it
From,
called?
a high
The
up.
trust fall.
When people line up behind you and link arms and you just fall down.
So
I
if
would-
someone in the class hated you, you were screwed.
Let me ask you a question.
You gotta love
They're
her.
letting you fall.
You ever did that?
No.
You ever did that?
No, we had too many mean people in my high school. Everybody would have been bouncing off the floor.
I would have told whoever instructed me to do that, say, you know what, goodbye,
You would have fell forward instead of backward.
No, I would have fallen. I
Always fall forward.
I would have sat down. Said,
We
well,
had
that's
to
just
get
called-
over a wall to team building. It was just our whole class had to make sure each one of us got over the wall. It was crazy.
So you did that?
Yeah.
You went backwards?
Yeah.
And they caught you?
They caught me.
I would prefer
They
a
got
thick, soft mess, you know?
Yeah.
Than somebody
that's
getting
why.
Nikita, that would be cool to do with your kids, right? For these little kids, because.
Yeah, but only if I will catch them. I don't trust anyone.
But that's okay. They can watch you catch them. But it's just the concept. It's just the idea behind it of trust and team building, and to say, "I got your back." And you know what? They're so young. They're going to do what you tell them, right?
Yeah.
And it's all about trust. And if you can trust at 5 and 6 and 7, you can continue that trust. What a much better world we'd be in. We'd be all in my bubble head, where I trust everyone.
Anyway, don't write to me, write to her.
Write to me.
Good luck with that one. But that would be a great concept. But in today's society, you think that exists?
Why not reteach it though? Why do we, you know what, right? You say it's a taught behavior, right?
Yes.
It's like love and hope versus hate. Hate's a learned behavior. Why not teach love? Why not teach trust and compassion and being kind to each other over all of this? I understand competition. Everyone needs to be better for themselves, but compete with yourselves, not everybody else. I saw a video, I almost shared it, that there was someone in church and she says to the priest, "I'm not coming to church anymore because everyone's always on their cell phones." And everyone's in church, everyone's on their cell phones and they're talking. And the priest says, "All right, take a glass of water for me before I give you my idea and walk around the church 3 times. She says, "Okay." So she takes her glass of water, she walks around the church 3 times and comes back in. He says, "Did you see anyone on their cell phones?" She says, "No, I was too busy looking at the water." He says, "Exactly my point." He said, "If you focus on you and what you hold true to you, whether it be God or hope or faith, you're not worried about what's going on around you, but stay focused on you." And I thought that was the moral of the story.
Yeah. So if you're going to church, take a glass of water.
Bring a glass of water.
There you have it.
Bring a glass of water and leave your phone in the car. That wasn't the story.
Man,
But I knew if I sent it to him, he'd miss the point too. That's why I did not send it to you.
I remember once I was talking to a girl that I was dating in church, right? And the priest is way down there. You can't see me. I'm talking to her. When I got outside, he had these hands. And he grabbed the back of my neck. I started to cry. He was crushing he says, "You don't talk in church."
But you know
I
what?
learned my lesson. I don't say a word in church.
But if you focus on you and being a better you, whether it be dexterity, focus, mental clarity, speed, you know what a better place this would be.
And if not, you get the water.
If not, you get the water. Walk around the church. Walk around the track a few times with water.
All right, where is Custom Fitness located?
We are down in Pompano Beach off of Atlantic and 17th. So we're at 1701 East Atlantic Boulevard, Pompano Beach. We got the Facebook, we got the Instagram. Feel free to shoot me any questions you got or just pop right in. You can also call us at 954-999-8458.
And we used to talk about custom.
We should find our old show and air that show as an encore performance.
And the nice thing about going to custom is that they actually work with you on your needs, right? It's a one-on-one deal.
Yeah, it's all one-on-one. We work with some couples, but the whole idea is it's by appointment, so everything down to the time you're working out is customized. And we're putting together the nutrition plan. We're making sure that the exercise routine is exactly what you need based on your goals. And we just roll from there. We've been having some great success. All of our clients are just, they're just totally blowing us out of the water. They're really keeping us motivated as well. Because when they get in there, they really feel like, okay, it's not only it's their gym, it's quiet, there's only other motivated people in there, but we're able to put so much precision on there that everybody's seeing some great results.
That's perfect. And you're still a pilot?
And I'm still flying.
You're still flying?
So I got the little airplane out of Pompano Beach.
Let me ask you a question. Can you find me like a big plane so I can do a shoot in it?
I can do single engine prop airplanes.
No, I don't want you to fly this.
Oh.
I want you to talk to somebody.
Who
has a plane.
Who's got a plane.
And I want to do a show inside the plane.
I might have some people for that.
Susan, if you're watching, I made you a promise. I tell you, I'm going to keep my word. You watch.
What's your phone number again, Bobby?
954-999-8458.
And Coach Toe, how can people find out about your boot camp?
561-445-2263 is my cell phone number. And my email is coachtoe19@yahoo.com. And also, I got my own Facebook page, Coach Toe's Boot Camp.
And it's Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 to 7 p.m. where?
It's right at Spanish River Athletic Complex, right on Spanish River, right across from the library, right next to Don Estridge, right by the lake, all the way back if you go south. I'm right there from 6 to 7.
We got you covered in 2 counties, Palm Beach County and Broward. And Nikita, for your program for the kids and to watch your next fight.
Yes, we have classes like Tuesday and Thursday, 5:30 p.m. in a Team Effort gym, which is west of Sample Road, right after University Drive. So also you can reach me on the 561-806-4682, or check my Instagram and Facebook pages, which is Nikita Chap, nothing fancy, so you can find me there.
And when is your next fight?
It's supposed to be February or March latest. Because
you're going back to Vegas?
Yes. Now they're waiting for the official approval of the date, because the Nevada Commission is the most strict commission, so they have to keep it very, very clean and clear. So
it changed.
Yeah.
He's got to defend his title.
They brought him in. Now they have to be legitimate.
They got to really make it.
You got to defend your title.
Gotta love it.
I also have one shout. You guys remember Miranda Barber, the female cage fighter? She went pro in September, won her pro fight debut. The Florida MMA Association is nominated her the Breakout Female Fighter of the Year.
Really?
So you can pop on to the Custom Fit Facebook page, put in the vote. It's between her and one other young lady.
Put in the vote for Miranda. Let's bring her back.
Fighter, number 3 pound-for-pound fighter.
Happy Friday, everyone. Check out the Custom Fitness page. Look out for Miranda, Nikita, Coach Toe. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a fabulous Friday. We'll see you tonight right here at Art Walk, 6 to 9 p.m. Be kind to each other. We'll see you Monday, same time, same place.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000-square-foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. And we got exciting news. What do we got?
You know what we're doing on January 13th?
I have no idea. I'm going to be drunk on January 12th.
January 13th on a Sunday, we're going to be live broadcasting at the grand reopening of the Boardwalk on Southwest 18th Street. It is on the northeast corner of Southwest 18th Street and Powerline Road. You like my geography skills right there?
I tell you, your hands are magical.
There's going to be a bouncy house. New York Sounds is going to be there. You'll see the big flag guys hanging. We're going to be there doing a live stream show.
There may even be a dunk tank.
A dunk tank, vendors. There are 9 restaurants at this location. It has been a $30 million renovation on Southwest 18th Street. The restaurants are amazing. Location, the lake. It is right in the Boca Point area. It is a free family fun event, and Blessed Paws are going to be there.
And you know what the best part of this thing is?
What?
The Brooklyn Cafe is going to be doing a show down there.
Live.
Come on down. Check it out from 1 to 4. Come and have some fun with us.
We'll see you Southwest 18th Street on January 13th. See you there.
And don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.